Adulteress. How dare you have an illicit affair? All these years, can't even pop out a kid. Lord Victor treats her well, never taking a mistress. And she doesn't appreciate it.
Such a shameless woman.
Let go of me.
You little bitch. You saw something you shouldn't have, and you try to run. How shameless. To think that on the 7th day of father-in-law's mourning, you committed adultery with a servant. Clara, how could you do such a foolish thing? It's still father-in-law's 7th day of mourning. You're going to ruin the Sterling family's reputation.
Lord Victor treats her well, never taking a mistress, yet she doesn't appreciate it.
Such a shameless woman should be drowned in a cage.
If there's a next life, I, Clara, will repay kindness with kindness and enmity with enmity. The 7th day of father-in-law's mourning is today. I caught my mother-in-law in an affair with Lord Blackwood. I am reborn. Living my life again, your affair will be exposed to the public.
Clara. You bitch. Outside my own father's funeral, everything is in chaos, and you are hiding here slacking off. You've been married into the Sterling family for so long, and you haven't done a single decent thing. I, Victor, must have been blind to marry you. This waste of space.
Can't have children. Is it my fault? In my past life, I endured that kick full on. This life, you won't hurt me even a bit.
Bitch. You messed up and you're dodging.
The more you panic, the more you slip up. The real show has just begun. A little impatience can mess up everything. Now is not the time to break ties openly. In my past life, Victor and I had been married for years, and I never got pregnant. I blamed myself daily, prayed devoutly. Only wanted to bear a child for the Sterlings. Until I stumbled upon Lord Blackwood and my mother-in-law's affair. And then Lifu raped me, before I finally understood that Victor is impotent, a born eunuch. Since childhood, I strictly followed the rules, and never knew about matters of intimacy. Back then, I naively thought all men were like Victor, only half an inch.
Worthless. Married into my family for years, you can't even lay an egg. How could I, Victor, marry such a useless woman?
Victor blamed his own defect all on me. He beat and scolded me every day, making me for 6 whole years live in guilt and humiliation. My husband, please calm down. I'll go right now and attend to the guests. I won't make any more mistakes.
Humph, get out of here. Don't be an eyesore here. If you make one more mistake, I'll show you what happens.
Sterling Manor, Mrs. Sterling, Lord Blackwood, you all owe me. From today, I will collect everything with interest. Victor, Mrs. Sterling, Lord Blackwood, in this life, I will not only expose your masks, but also make you taste the suffering my family endured in the past life, all the pain, and I will repay it double.
Young Mrs. Sterling, it's high noon now, and the sun is scorching. The guests have all retired to their rooms. These past few days, you've been keeping vigil and attending to guests. You must be exhausted. Please go back to your room and rest.
Lily, you are the only person in the Sterling family who treats me well. In my past life, every time Victor beat or scolded me, Lily would always step in front of me, but I was ungrateful and always blamed her. In that past life, Lily, to save me, was killed by that adulterous pair. Lily, I'm sorry. I was foolish before, always blaming you, neglecting you, yet you never left my side.
Young Mrs. Sterling, what's wrong?
Nothing. I just suddenly thought how fragile life is, and how unpredictable everything is. If I don't cherish the people around me, one day I might never see them again.
Young Mrs. Sterling, rest assured, no matter what happens, I will always be with you, and do my utmost to protect you. I will never let you suffer again.
I trust you. By the way, Lily, I remember that some unmarried women often mark their wrists with the mark of purity, to show their chastity. Go quickly and fetch me some cinnabar. Remember, this must not be mentioned to anyone.
Young Mrs. Sterling, what do you need cinnabar for?
It will be very useful. This matter is of great importance. Don't ask too many questions. Go now, the sooner the better.
Yes, young Mrs. Sterling. I'll go right away. I will not say a word. Young Mrs. Sterling, I've brought the cinnabar for you.
Thank you for your trouble, Lily. Go guard the door first, and don't let anyone in.
Yes, young Mrs. Sterling.
This mark of purity is used to verify a woman's chastity. As long as I can apply the mark, it proves that I am still a virgin. Victor, I present this gift to you. I hope it won't disappoint you. Everyone says that you, Victor, as a young nobleman, do not indulge in sensual pleasures, which is especially commendable. They also say that marrying you is a great fortune. In my past life, I actually believe that. How ridiculous. In this life, I will let them know that the fine man they speak of is actually a despicable character. This silk robe. Its fabric is as smooth as water, and the sleeves are wide, so they can completely cover the entire wrist snugly.
Young Mrs. Sterling, why did you change your clothes?
I got a bit sweaty outside today, so I just changed. This robe is light and much more comfortable. Lily, bring Toby to the rear garden. Remember, don't let anyone notice.
Yes, young Mrs. Sterling. I'm on my way.
I pay my respects, young Mrs. Sterling.
Toby, no need for formalities. Take this letter to Vance Manor fast. Hand it to my father personally without a moment's delay, and don't let anyone find out. If discovered, the consequences will be dire.
Don't worry, young Mrs. Sterling. I will not let you down.
Go on, be careful on the road.
Yes. I'll take my leave.
Lily, head to the front courtyard, and help me keep an eye on the guests. Pay extra attention to the refreshments for Mrs. Sterling and Victor. Handle them personally. Don't let anyone suspect a thing.
Yes, young Mrs. Sterling.
In my past life, it was right here that I uncovered my mother-in-law's secret. It was also the beginning of the Vance family's fall into the abyss. This time, you'll also taste the abyss. This place is well chosen. Secluded, quiet and private. These plants in the yard muffle the sound too. Saves me a ton of trouble. In my past life, on my father-in-law's 7th day of mourning, I saw Mrs. Sterling holed up all day. I thought she was grief-stricken, beside herself. So I made her some food and went to the Serenity courtyard. But I never expected. This oil to be Mrs. Sterling's favorite. In my past life too, when she and Lord Blackwood met in secret, it was a must. This peach gum oil is super sticky. Once it's on your skin, it won't wash off easily. If skin touches skin, it glues them together, and you can't pull them apart. Mrs. Sterling, Lord Blackwood, I wish you now never to be apart, forever tangled.
Young Mrs. Sterling, you're finally back. I've been looking for you for a while. I went around the corridor twice, worried about you.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Just went for a walk to clear my head. Great, come with me to the West Wing.
Yes, young Mrs. Sterling. I'll go with you. I'll stick by you and won't leave your side.
Lady Sterling was my late father-in-law's eldest sister. She's noble and her word carries weight. Even though she looks down on me, she values face and rules above all. She won't stand for any scandalous behavior in the house. Getting her to expose the affair between Mrs. Sterling and Lord Blackwood is perfect. I, Clara, come to pay my respects. The sun's blazing today, and it's scorching. The household has prepared some cooling treats and supplies. Lady Sterling, is there anything else you need?
Young Mrs. Sterling, please come in. The lady's resting inside. She gave strict orders that when you came, there's no need to announce.
Aunt, the entire capital knows that my father-in-law and mother-in-law were deeply in love. Now that my father-in-law has passed away suddenly, my mother-in-law is so grief-stricken that she can't pull herself together. Now she's fallen ill and can't get out of bed, refusing to leave her room. Everything in the household is being handled by me.
So unseemly. Getting all upset over nothing, weeping and wailing. What a disgrace.
I am still young and have never dealt with such a grave matter. Now, managing the household, I fear I might make a mistake, and neglect the guests. I also fear failing my father-in-law and mother-in-law's trust. I am truly uneasy. I don't know what to do.
For such a trivial matter, you need to be so flustered. How cowardly.
I have always heard that you are a paragon of virtue in the capital. You're best at managing the household. Every matter in the house, handled by you, is always in perfect order. Even the ladies here must greatly admire your abilities.
Young Mrs. Sterling is right. Lady Sterling is indeed a role model for the women of the capital. Lady Sterling's domestic skills are known throughout the capital. She lives up to the reputation.
Today, I dare to ask you, Aunt, to grace us with your presence and take a look at the arrangements around the house. If there is anything improper, please do not hesitate to advise. I will correct it carefully. I wouldn't want to be laughed at by the ladies, nor to disgrace the Sterlings.
You're sensible enough, after all, to ask me for advice.
After all, this aunt is a notorious gossip. Once she sees it, within half a day the entire capital will know. I'm now deeply caught in a whirlwind of rumors. Those unbearable rumors spread so wildly, they've ruined my reputation. Lady Sterling also had a hand in it.
Since you beg so earnestly, I'll go with you to take a look and offer you some guidance, so you don't mess up and embarrass the Sterlings, making everyone laugh at us.
Thank you, Aunt. After you, Aunt. If you ladies have nothing else to do, you may also come along and offer your advice. I'd be very grateful. Everyone's here, time to start. Lord Blackwood and Mrs. Sterling's little drama, without Lady Blackwood, the main character, how could it be exciting? You must be tired from the journey, my lady. It's been rainy today. And the stone path is a bit slippery. Watch your step, so you don't trip.
How thoughtful, Clara. So short-sighted, ignoring me, your proper aunt from the Sterling family, to flatter an outsider, no manners at all, shaming the Sterlings.
Please don't be angry, Aunt. I wouldn't dare, it's just that Lady Blackwood had difficulty walking. I forgot my place for a moment and neglected you. Please forgive me, I won't do it again.
You wouldn't dare. I think you're quite bold. You're a mess running the household. But flattering outsiders, you learned that fast, you useless thing.
You're right, Aunt. I'll remember that. From now on, I will put you first, and not overstep again.
As the saying goes, there are 3 unfilial acts, and the greatest is having no heir. You've been married into the Sterling family for quite some time now, and still no sign of a baby. My brother probably can't rest in peace. Your belly's not even as good as a hen that lays eggs. You occupy the position of lawful wife, but in 6 years you haven't been able to produce a single child. Are you deliberately trying to cut off the Sterling family line? If I were you, I would be so ashamed that I couldn't show my face, and I'd pack my bags and leave. If you really can't conceive, then step down and make way for the capable.
Useless. You've been married into the Sterling family for years, and you can't even produce an egg. How could I ever have married a worthless woman like you?
Are you here to take revenge on the Sterlings? Are you deliberately refusing to give my son children? Do you want to end the Sterling bloodline? The Sterlings have treated you well. To help you conceive, we've called in famous doctors, sought countless folk remedies, and spent a fortune. But your belly just won't cooperate. Total waste. Drink, down it. Drink this bowl, and let's see if you still can't get pregnant.
Aunt is right to scold me. I've let you down, Aunt.
It's good that you know you are useless.
I know my body is useless, and I have failed the Sterling's hopes. If there is a worthy woman who can carry on the family line, I am willing to find a suitable new wife for Victor.
Really? Are you truly willing to let Victor take an equal wife? I won't go back on my word.
Not just an equal wife, even if I have to give up my position as lawful wife. To ensure the Sterling's lineage, I will not hesitate. I only hope to make up for my shortcomings.
Mr. Victor is upright and honorable, gentle and refined. He never frequents brothels. He is truly a rare good man. Everyone says Mr. Victor is upright and honorable, and he truly lives up to the reputation. When marrying, one should marry Victor. I've heard you come from a family of scholars, and indeed you are well educated and reasonable. Now that I meet you, I see you're so reasonable. It is truly rare, Mr. Victor is a lucky man. Lady Blackwood is absolutely right. Such grace is rarely seen in the capital. My daughter's 14 this year, well versed in poetry and classics, with a gentle temperament.
You flatter me, my ladies. Every young lady here is a fine match, dignified and virtuous. At the end of the day, this is Victor's marriage, and it depends on his own intentions.
Standing with Mr. Victor, they would make a perfect couple. Do put in a good word and help make this match happen. The sun is way too harsh. If we keep walking, our faces will melt. Our carefully done makeup will be ruined. What are we to do? Look what you've done. On such a hot day, you didn't even think to arrange some shade. You made all the ladies follow you and bake under the sun.
Forgive me, Aunt. I didn't think it through. I was careless and forgot to arrange a place to rest. Please, ladies, don't be offended. Let me off just this once.
Enough, enough. It's pointless to argue with you. You'll never amount to anything. My ladies, my sincere apologies. Please follow me to the Serenity Courtyard.
Lily, go quickly and have a servant fetch Victor. Tell him I have urgent business with him. Make sure he comes as soon as possible.
Yes, my lady. I'll go right away.
The show is about to start.
What's that sound? So muffled and unclear, ruining the piece. Listen, it sounds so soft and delicate. Could someone be here engaging in matters of intimacy? The Serenity Courtyard. Isn't that Mrs. Sterling's residence? Why would she be here? Could it be that Mrs. Sterling is in broad daylight? Shameless, what a disgrace. Look what you did. You can't even manage the household servants. Right in the Serenity Courtyard, committing an illicit affair. If word gets out, you will completely disgrace the Sterling family.
Forgive me, Aunt. I deserve to die for this. Please punish me. I'm afraid this noise has disturbed the ladies. It's so unseemly. Maybe you ladies could first rest at the tranquil courtyard, have some cool tea to beat the heat. I will handle this matter properly, and severely. No leniency.
Handle it. How are you going to handle it? With that stupid look. What truth can you possibly find? If you don't handle this properly today, from now on there will be more unruly servants who'll follow suit. Then the entire Sterling family will be disgraced. You don't need to get involved. I'll handle it. Let's see who's so bold as to do such a thing during the family's mourning period. An illicit affair. What's going on? It's just two stray cats. By the look of it, they're probably in heat, making all this noise. All for nothing. So it was stray cats. All that excitement for nothing. No. That's clearly the sound of a man and a woman making love, definitely not cats.
Sister-in-law, today, wearing this morning gown actually makes you look more attractive than usual.
Turns out it's actually incest between brother and sister-in-law.
In my past life, you trampled all over me and humiliated me endlessly. Today, I'll make you see firsthand the matriarch of the Sterling family's promiscuous true colors.
That shrew of a wife at home has zero sense of romance. How could she compare to you, sister-in-law, so charming and sweet?
That voice sounds so familiar. Could it be someone I know?
Aunt, don't. This is highly inappropriate. What if it's someone important in the household? Then it'll be hard to deal with.
Enough nonsense. Today I must see who dares, during the mourning period, to do such immoral and disgraceful things. Well, if it isn't Mrs. Sterling. No wonder all day we haven't seen hide nor hair of you. So you were here doing such disgraceful deeds. Look at that, that's Lord Blackwood himself. How disgraceful. To think a sitting imperial censor is actually with the newly widowed Mrs. Sterling, doing something so morally corrupt. These are truly decadent times. And Lady Blackwood, a daughter of a military family, how can she tolerate such humiliation? You two, shameless creatures. Mr. Sterling hasn't even passed his 7th day of mourning yet. And you're already in such a hurry, completely shameless.
This Lady Blackwood, from a military family, is fierce. With strength far beyond most women. Now that I've seen her, she sure doesn't disappoint.
Well, you two, shameless wretches. All those years my brother was friends with you, every time you came to Sterling Manor, he'd share tea and poetry with you, and treat you as his closest friend. I never imagined you would stoop to such immoral acts. Truly, you never know what's in someone's heart. Lord Blackwood usually seems so upright and honest, but who would have thought behind closed doors he'd do something so immoral? Exactly, Mr. Sterling's body's barely cold, and Mrs. Sterling does something so dirty. Truly shocking to the world. What a disgrace. You Sterling woman. You shameless thing. At your age, can't you behave yourself? Your husband just died, and you're already chasing other men. So lacking in self-respect, why not go to some disreputable place? There are plenty of men there for you to fool around with. Have mercy on me. I was wrong. You vicious woman. Lady Blackwood is truly furious. She's so worked up. After all, it's her own husband. Who could let that slide? There's blood. What do we do? Well, Lady Blackwood has lost her mind. She even dared to harm an official of the court. Anyone betrayed like that by their husband would lose their wits. What's more, Lady Blackwood comes from a powerful military family. She's always been hot-tempered. I worked so hard to manage the household for you. How dare you, during a mourning period, commit such an immoral act? You have no shame. If you hadn't married into my powerful military family, and used my father and brother's influence, do you think you'd be Lord Blackwood? And you repay me with such ingratitude, doing this behind my back. And during Mr. Sterling's mourning period. You're utterly contemptible. The Sterling woman. You have no womanly virtues, no shame. And you call yourself the matriarch of the Sterling family? My brother's body is still in the coffin, and you dare to have an illicit affair. This is a disgrace to the Sterlings. What a tragedy. Mr. Sterling was an upright man all his life. How could this happen? It's ruined the Sterling name. Exactly. Lady Sterling is right. That Sterling woman is the shame of the family. Having an illicit affair during mourning, and seducing an official of the court, she acts lawlessly.
The Sterling woman, Lord Blackwood, the real show is just beginning. Aunt. Please spare Mrs. Sterling. She may have made a grave mistake, but in all these years in the Sterling family, she's done her share. Given how she served Mr. Sterling for so many years, I beg you, Aunt, to show mercy. Don't hurt her further. For Clara's sake, I'll spare you this once. Mrs. Sterling, how could you do this to Mr. Sterling? When he was alive, he doted on you. He gave you everything. He's not even buried yet. Think of him in the afterlife. How can he rest in peace?
It must be you. You brought these people here. Didn't you? You set me up.
You Sterling woman, your unrepentant attitude hasn't changed one bit.
You've resented me for a long time. You resented me for always being one step ahead of you, for blaming you for not bearing a child in 6 years. You resented me for not letting you hold your head high in the Sterling family. This Sterling woman is too much. She did something wrong, and yet she turns the tables. She blames her daughter-in-law. Exactly. Young Mrs. Sterling kindly pleaded for her, but look at her. She accuses young Mrs. Sterling instead. So ungrateful. You said it. Young Mrs. Sterling was just pleading for her. How could she have set her up? This Sterling woman is truly beyond hope.
No, I didn't. Mrs. Sterling, I never dared to defy you. How could I dare to frame you? I just felt for Mr. Sterling, and the Sterling family's reputation. Bringing you down alone isn't enough. I want the entire Sterling family to pay.
What are you all doing?
What's coming finally came. In this carefully staged drama, without you as the lead, the scenes to come wouldn't be as thrilling.
Victor, my son, you're finally here. Some wicked person framed me and ruined my honor. How can I ever show my face again? Your father just passed away, and I intended to observe mourning properly, but someone plotted against me, making me do something so shameful. I can't face the ancestors of the Sterling family. Now only death can cleanse my honor.
What are you saying? Who? Who dares to frame my mother?
It's her. That little tramp framed me.
No, I didn't. Victor, you have to believe me.
Just now, I was in my own courtyard, resting. It was her. She personally brought me a cup of hot tea, telling me to take care of myself. I drank it without thinking, but soon after, I felt weak all over, dizzy, and passed out. No, young Mrs. Sterling couldn't have done such a thing. Young master, you must investigate thoroughly. Shut up. When I woke up, I found myself lying on the bed in the Serenity courtyard, with Lord Blackwood beside me, both of us disheveled. It's all a setup to ruin my reputation.
What a silver tongue. What a twisted version of the truth. If I hadn't prepared in advance, I'd have no way to prove my innocence.
Ah, what? So that's what happened. Could it really be young Mrs. Sterling who did it? Hard to say. Mrs. Sterling's story is quite detailed. What if young Mrs. Sterling held a grudge and framed her? After all, Mrs. Sterling has indeed been harsh to her. But she was just pleading for Mrs. Sterling. She doesn't seem like someone who would do such a thing.
It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. Mrs. Sterling, how could you accuse me like this? I never intended to harm you.
You wretch. Still won't admit it? After all the trouble the Sterlings went through to help you conceive, searching everywhere for remedies, consulting all the famous doctors in the capital, and brewing countless potions for you, and look at you now. You bite the hand that feeds you, and even set me up.
I did not. I can't have a child. It wasn't me. It's not my fault.
Enough. You dare to argue?
Finally lost your temper, have you? Victor, the more arrogant you act in public, the more you'll hang your head in shame later. It hit a nerve, something you've always been too ashamed to talk about. You dare not even admit that the childlessness after 6 years has never been my fault.
For the 6 years you've been married into the Sterling family, shirking your duties every day, disregarding your parents-in-law, and not managing the household. Other than putting on airs as the young mistress, what else can you do? The Sterlings have treated you well, sparing no expense or effort to help you conceive. But you've shown no results. Now you dare to hold a grudge and frame my mother, destroying the Sterling's reputation.
Young Mrs. Sterling. Young Mrs. Sterling. Are you all right?
Of course I'm unworthy. With someone as vicious and malicious as you, how could I ever be worthy?
On one side, his mother, on the other, his wife. But that slap, it was too harsh. Can't really blame Mr. Victor. If the young mistress truly harbors a grudge against Mrs. Sterling and sets her up, then it's truly unforgivable.
That's right. That venomous woman set me up. The sun was blazing earlier. I was in the rear garden, resting in the pavilion. But then, that venomous woman suddenly walked over to me with some pastries and tea. With a friendly face, she said, "Cool off with this." And I was already burning up from the sun, and thinking she was the young mistress of the Sterlings, who's always been gentle, I didn't suspect a thing. I picked up the cup and drank. But soon after, I felt my whole body go limp and utterly exhausted. I didn't even have the strength to raise my hand. Then she pretended to kindly point the way, saying the Serenity Courtyard was quiet, well ventilated, and the coolest spot, telling me to rest here, so I followed her directions and came here. But when I woke up, I was...
Oh my God, I can't believe it was really young Mrs. Sterling who did this. You never know what's in a person's heart. So malicious. To spite her mother-in-law, she even dared to scheme against Lord Blackwood. What a venomous heart. What a disgrace for someone from a scholarly family. Exactly. She's the one who can't have kids, yet she takes it out on everyone else. And she comes up with such scandalous schemes. She's brought utter shame. Mr. Victor just slapped her, and it serves her right. That kind of woman deserves to get struck by lightning. Clara, you've let me down so badly. I never thought you'd actually do something so evil. You've not only ruined my mother's and Lord Blackwood's reputations, but you also mean to completely destroy my family.
It's not me. Really, it's not me. They're all lying.
My ladies, Mr. Victor, please believe Clara. She really didn't do any of this. She's been framed. Victor, you have to stand up for your mother. Victor, oh, my son. How could the Sterlings end up with such a poisonous woman? What a disaster for our family. Now she's not only ruined the reputation of Lord Blackwood and me, but dragged the Sterlings and the Blackwood estate into it. Such a scandal, if it gets out, both families' honor will be completely destroyed.
If this leaks, I'll lose face, and it could jeopardize my political career.
If this leaks, I, Lady Blackwood, will be the laughingstock of the whole city. My father and brothers have always been honorable. I can't let their honor be lost.
My ladies, this is a serious matter. It concerns the reputation of both our families. I beg all of you, please keep it to yourselves. I promise you, I'll get to the bottom of this, and see to it that the culprit won't be let off lightly. Also, I beg you, don't let rumors spread and ruin both families' good names. After all, the Sterlings and Lord Blackwood are both officials of the court. If this leaks, it could hurt the court's dignity.
My ladies, what happened today concerns the reputation of two officials of the court. It also concerns your own dignity. If anyone here spreads this matter, making it public knowledge, they'd be slapping the face of the Blackwood estate and the Sterlings. Rest assured, my ladies, since Victor said he'd investigate thoroughly, don't let rumors tarnish both families' names. And avoid unnecessary trouble.
Keep this secret. Same dirty birds. Victor, for all these years, I've always listened and done everything you said. You know I would never do something like this. Please, you have to believe me.
Now that it's come to this, truth or not, she's the perfect scapegoat. For my political career, for the reputation of the Sterlings. It has to be her. Guards. Master, drag this venomous woman away. Yes, sir.
No, don't touch Clara. Clara is innocent. Victor, do you really think that Clara did this? From how she looked just now, she didn't seem to be lying.
And, at this point, whether she did it or not no longer matters.
What?
For the reputation of the Sterlings, for my political career, this matter must be her doing. Once she is dead, what happened today will gradually die down. Only then can the Sterlings be saved.
Victor, look at Clara. Even if she's useless, she is still your legally married young Mrs. Sterling. You're treating human life like dirt. If only you would at least throw her out of the house.
Aunt, do you want my future completely ruined? Or don't you care about the dignity of the Sterlings anymore?
No, everything is up to you, nephew. Sir. My ladies, please spare Clara. She's innocent. She really didn't do it. Those things. Please, look into it properly. Clara is always gentle with everyone and would never harm anyone. Those medicine packets can't be hers.
Young master, these medicine packets were found in Clara's bedchamber. We just had Dr. Vance from the estate examine them. Dr. Vance said these packets contain aphrodisiac powder. After taking it, you'll feel dizzy and disoriented, weak all over, and lose touch with reality. These are exactly the symptoms that Lord Blackwood and Mrs. Sterling described after taking the drug.
Oh heavens, she actually gave Mrs. Sterling aphrodisiac powder. What a venomous woman.
Clara, we have witnesses and physical evidence right here. What do you have to say for yourself?
What can I say? This is your estate, Victor. Whatever truth you want, you can just make it up. You arranged the witnesses. You forged the physical evidence. Quite the actor, aren't you? It's not me. It really isn't me. This medicine packet isn't mine. I've never seen this drug before. And I've never prepared any aphrodisiac powder. I've been framed.
Sir, please believe young Mrs. Sterling. This medicine packet must have been placed in her room by someone else. It's a setup. Please look into it again, I'm begging you.
After all this, you're still making excuses. No remorse at all. I wanted to consider our marital bond and go easy on you.
Mr. Victor is so kind. Even now he still thinks of their marital bond, wanting to go easy on her. Clara committed such a disgraceful act, yet she shows no repentance. It's truly disheartening. Kindness is wasted on her. To have such a daughter-in-law is the Sterling family's misfortune. I never thought you would be so narrow-minded and vicious. I've always treated you well. I only urged you to produce heirs, and you held a grudge. Now you use this malicious drug to frame me, ruining my virtue.
You old harlot, you committed adultery yourself, yet you shift the blame onto me. Just you wait. I'll tear your skin off today. I don't believe it. Clara.
Since you're stubbornly refusing to repent, don't blame me for disregarding our marital bond and enforcing family discipline.
No, please. If this whip, it could kill someone. Family discipline is so harsh. You're beating her to death. She brought it on herself. She framed her mother-in-law, disregarding moral principles. She deserves punishment.
Guards, carry out the punishment. Stop.
Hey, isn't this Lord Vance? Well, the current Minister of Finance. Lord Vance. I hear Lord Vance is an honest official, cares for the people, manages the realm's finances, works diligently, and His Majesty really trusts him. He is one of the rare honest officials, truly. A man of such integrity as Lord Vance actually raised such a disgrace to the Vance family. Lord Vance's lifelong reputation has been ruined by his own daughter. What a tragedy for the family.
Father. In this life, I've lost my reputation, and dragged father down with me. They say he failed to discipline his daughter, that he's immoral. And the Vance family has also been tainted with shame. Father couldn't take the humiliation, so he voluntarily resigned from office. He never set foot in the royal court again. Meanwhile, father also became a laughingstock among the commoners. Wherever he went, people cursed and humiliated him, pointed and whispered about him. No one remembered his devotion to the court, and tireless work for the people. Day after day, the shame and pressure caused father to fall ill from grief, and he was bedridden, dying with resentment. And all of this is because of Victor and those two adulterers.
Greetings, father-in-law. I didn't know that you, father-in-law, would visit my humble home. Excuse me for not coming out to meet you. Clara? My Clara. How are you? They actually dared to hit you.
Father. I'm fine. You're fine too. That's great.
Victor. The Vance family married my daughter to you so you would treat her well and protect her. But you treated my daughter like this, beating, scolding, and humiliating her, even threatening to enforce family discipline. How dare you?
Father. I was in danger today. I was afraid of being framed by villains. So I begged you, Father, to come to Sterling Manor quickly. And also asked you to write a letter informing the royal consort.
Lord Vance. You may not know this, but this matter is not Mr. Victor's fault. It is actually your daughter who behaved improperly. She intended to use a malicious drug to frame me and Mrs. Sterling. Mr. Victor had no other choice. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. My daughter is well-educated and reasonable. How could she be slandered by a bunch of despicable people like you? Not only that, Clara was raised with strict moral teachings. She knows well the traditional virtues, as well as honor and shame. Your slander of my daughter is clearly malicious. You deliberately framed her.
Hearing Lord Vance say this, it does make sense. Lord Vance is an honest official, so he must be strict with his daughter. How could his own daughter do something so improper? Yes. Earlier we only heard the one-sided story from Mr. Victor and Lord Blackwood, so we didn't think too much about it. Lord Vance says that young Mrs. Sterling has been well-educated and reasonable since childhood, and praised by neighbors. So she probably wouldn't lie, but that medicine packet just now was found in young Mrs. Sterling's room. And Dr. Vance verified it. It can't be fake, can it? Could it really be a frame-up? If what Lord Vance says is true, then wouldn't that mean we wronged young Mrs. Sterling? Yes.
Father-in-law, I know you care about your daughter, I understand completely. But the facts are right here. Clara is my lawful wife. Why would I frame her? The symptoms of my mother and Lord Blackwood match the effects of this medicine exactly. That's no coincidence. Mercy, Lord Vance. This medicine was indeed found in young Mrs. Sterling's room by me. I would never dare to frame young Mrs. Sterling.
Victor, you're absolutely shameless. Now you've even colluded with a servant to give false testimony, twisting the truth.
That's nonsense. You, servant, if you keep spouting lies, I will not let you off. Father-in-law, I know you don't want to believe this. I don't want to believe it either. But now, with witnesses and physical evidence, by defending her like this, could it be that you intend to use your position as Minister of Finance to bend the law for personal gain, and cover up your daughter's crime?
Lord Vance, as the Minister of Finance, how can you bend the law for personal gain? Even if it's your own daughter, you can't cover up for her like this. That's right. If Lord Vance really bends the law, it would ruin his own reputation. If this goes to court, as Minister of Finance, he can't afford the charge of bending the law.
Father-in-law, since you are so certain, I dare not say more. But this is serious business. It involves the reputation of both the Vance and Sterling families. If we rely only on our own words, it will be hard to convince others. Fine. Then let's summon Magistrate Thorne. Let's see how this city's just magistrate handles this ironclad case.
Mr. Victor makes a good point. Magistrate Thorne is impartial. If he investigates, he'll tell right from wrong.
Good. I'll do as you say. Summon Magistrate Thorne to examine the case. My family is honest and straight. Today, I will make sure the one who framed us pays the price. Mr. Victor, please quickly explain the details one by one. I, the magistrate, today will find out the truth and clear everyone's name. My lord, today, my mother and Lord Blackwood were suddenly poisoned with a rare toxin, became weak, and fell unconscious. I sent people to investigate thoroughly, and this medicine was found in my wife's room. I ask you to look into this carefully. This medicine packet was found in Clara's room. She must have had ill intentions and intended to harm them.
I beg you to find out the truth and clear my name.
Magistrate Thorne, my daughter has always been of good character. I ask you to act impartially and give my daughter justice. Lord Vance, please calm down. I will make a fair judgment. The powder is impure with a pungent smell. Not like ordinary herbs. It's more like a street drug. My lord, we have investigated. There is indeed a quack doctor in the city who makes a living selling this kind of impure, fake medicine with unknown effects. We have brought him here. Hurry, bring the doctor in. How dare you, doctor? Do you recognize this medicine? I was just trying to make a living. I beg you to spare my life. I remember now. It was this young lady. A couple of days ago, she came alone to buy medicine from me. I was wondering why a young girl would need this kind of medicine. Turns out she intended to harm someone.
You're lying. Nonsense. I never came to you to buy any medicine. You are framing me.
Insolent. A little girl being so rude.
Absurd. In my past life, this Magistrate Thorne and Victor were in cahoots. And now they still try to cover everything up. Ridiculous.
It really was the medicine bought by young Mrs. Sterling. I never thought she was so malicious. You never truly know a person. It's really terrifying.
This case is already solved. The medicine packet was found in Clara's room, and both witnesses and physical evidence are present. This must be Clara instructing her maid, with the intent to harm old Mrs. Sterling. with Lord Blackwood. Clara, at this point, what more do you have to say?
My lord, I am innocent. I am so wrongfully accused. I never instructed Lily to buy any medicine, and I never intended to harm anyone. I implore you to investigate thoroughly.
Insolent. Both witnesses and physical evidence are here, and you still dare to quibble. Guards, arrest Clara, bring her to justice, and throw her into prison.
Wait.
Let's try the case later.
We pay our respects to the royal consort. Your Highness, long live your Highness. Rise, all of you. Thank you, your Highness. Today, His Majesty, knowing my longing for home, specially allowed me to leave the palace to visit my parents. But just as I arrived at the Vance Manor, I heard that my own sister was being framed. They say she intended to harm others, and by Magistrate Thorne, she was found guilty and is to be arrested. Let me ask you this, Magistrate Thorne, a daughter of the Vance family, has always been well-educated and reasonable and virtuous. How could she do such a vicious thing? Today I came in person to find out if these so-called witnesses and physical evidence are the truth, or someone deliberately framed her.
Your Highness, please calm down. I also followed the rules in handling the case. The case was reported by Mr. Victor. He claimed that his mother and Lord Blackwood were poisoned with a rare toxin. Later, in young Mrs. Sterling's room, a medicine packet was found. The doctor testified that it was young Mrs. Sterling's maid who bought it. Based on that, I made a preliminary judgment. I did not intend to wrong young Mrs. Sterling. Your Highness, what Magistrate Thorne said is all true. My mother and Lord Blackwood were indeed poisoned by that drug, and the medicine packet was indeed found in Clara's room. I don't want to believe Clara would do such a thing, but the evidence is conclusive. I had no choice.
A fine no choice indeed. Since Lily bought the medicine, I want to personally hear her state the facts. Your Highness, please look into this. I am innocent. I never sought out that quack doctor to buy any medicine. Lily, today I am here. Just say whatever you want to say. Young Mrs. Sterling is being framed. These past days, young Mrs. Sterling has been busy managing the estate. She's overwhelmed. How could she have the mind to frame someone else? I beg your Highness to investigate. You said Lily came 2 days ago to buy medicine from you. Then let me ask you, specifically, the day before yesterday, what time? At what place? What clothes was she wearing, and what did she say? Tell me one by one, truthfully. If you tell a single lie, I won't let you off.
She was wearing a blue maid's uniform and said she wanted to buy a packet of medicine that makes people weak all over. As for anything else, I don't remember.
Lily. She claims that the day before yesterday in the late evening, where were you, and what were you doing? Tell me the truth. Your Highness, the night before last in the late evening, I wasn't anywhere near the South City alley. These past 2 days happened to be the morning period of the estate. Young Mrs. Sterling has been keeping vigil in the morning hall, and her health has suffered. I felt bad for young Mrs. Sterling, so I thought of going to the kitchen to cook sweet lotus soup to help her recover. Lately, the manor has had so many guests. The kitchen's been extra busy. They all saw me picking lotus seeds in the kitchen and making soup. I was busy from late evening until midnight. I never left the kitchen even once.
Your Highness, spare my life. Please spare me. I was forced by someone.
Forced? All right, I want to ask you. Who forced you? Who instructed you to frame my sister? Come clean. If you lie even once, I will not be lenient.
Your Highness, it's Magistrate Thorne. He made me testify against young Mrs. Sterling's maid. I only did it to protect myself. That's why I agreed. Please, Your Highness, spare me.
This magistrate has some nerve, doesn't he? How dare he pull such a stunt? Absolutely. Completely heartless.
Your Highness, spare me. Please spare me. I am innocent, Your Highness. It's that quack doctor spreading lies. He's the one who lied. And then framed me.
How dare you?
It was Victor. Victor made me frame young Mrs. Sterling. What nonsense are you spouting? You.
How dare you? Victor, how dare you all frame my sister? Magistrate Thorne was bribed by Mr. Victor to frame young Mrs. Sterling. This Mr. Victor seems so gentle and refined, yet he would do something like frame his own wife. Luckily, Her Highness arrived in time. Otherwise, young Mrs. Sterling would have truly been wronged. This Victor and the magistrate are way too bold. Clara, as early as yesterday, sent word to me, saying someone in the Sterling family is having a secret affair. I had already dispatched the royal guards to keep a close watch on you. The letters between the two of you were intercepted by my men on the spot. Your Highness, please spare me. Your Highness. Usually, the lady would send me to the west of the city to meet with Lord Blackwood's people and exchange letters. I was just following orders. I didn't know what was in the letters. Do you have evidence?
Your Highness, we have evidence. These letters are between the Sterling woman and Lord Blackwood over the past few days. Please examine them, Your Highness.
You heartless creature. At your age, how do you still have the nerve to say such vulgar words? The Sterling woman, Lord Blackwood, do the two of you have anything to say for yourselves?
What a pair of adulterers. If it weren't for the royal consort being here today, wouldn't you have made my daughter a scapegoat and caused her to die unjustly? And you, Victor, you actually conspired with others to pin such a filthy crime on my daughter. You didn't care about our marital affection at all. Such a family, our Vance family cannot afford to marry into. Clara, I never knew that in the Sterling family you were living in such misery. This Sterling family, every one of them is malicious. Today, you shall divorce him, and come home with your father.
Father, I have been in the Sterling family for years, and though I haven't been able to bear a child, Victor has always been kind to me, and he never took a mistress. I beg you to allow us to continue as husband and wife.
The mark of purity. You are actually still a virgin.
Victor, for 3 years, you refused to even touch me. Now, this is your Sterling family's sure proof of the end of the family line.
Clara, how did your arm get so hurt? These wounds. Who did this to you?
Clara. Oh my God. Such deep scars. She doesn't look like a noble lady at all. She's clearly been tortured. Such a fine young lady, how did she get so hurt? My lord, there's so much you don't know. Over the years, whenever they were slightly upset, they would beat and scold Clara. Clara is gentle, so she's been enduring it silently. She's covered in old and new scars, far more than just the ones on her arm. To produce an heir for the Sterlings, she has drunk countless folk remedies. Every time she drank them, she'd feel nauseous and vomit. She also went everywhere to pray, but there was never any sign of pregnancy.
Lily, don't say any more.
Clara, how long will you keep enduring this? Who would have thought young Mrs. Sterling is so easy to bully? Indeed. I almost believe the Sterling woman. Who'd have thought the cruel ones are the Sterlings? Please, master. Please help young Mrs. Sterling. Humph, this young Mrs. Sterling, her mark of purity is still intact. How could she possibly be pregnant? What? Married for 6 years, how is that possible? And she still has the mark.
The mark of purity.
The mark is a woman's proof of purity. If she loses her chastity, it can never be reapplied. But I see young Mrs. Sterling's mark on her arm is crystal clear. Oh my God. Married for 6 years. And she still has the mark. Young Mrs. Sterling, you've been married to Mr. Victor for 6 years. Could it be that you've never consummated the marriage?
Now that you see sister, the royal consort, backing me up, you immediately switch sides. But thankfully, that question hit the nail on the head.
It's all right, young Mrs. Sterling. Matters of intimacy are just a natural thing. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just tell us honestly.
In reply to my lady, I married Victor because we were deeply in love. Since our wedding day, we have shared a bed and never slept apart.
Oh. Is that so? Since you and Mr. Victor share a bed every day and never sleep apart, then why are you still a virgin? The mark of purity is still clearly visible. My sister has been well educated and reasonable. Asking her to explain such private matters in public is really asking too much. Please have the female physician from the Royal Infirmary come and examine my sister's purity, so her innocence can be proven. Let's see whether it's my sister who can't conceive, or someone else who can't.
Yes. You are absolutely right, Your Highness. Clara has suffered so many years of grievance. Today we should get the truth and give her justice.
Greetings, Your Highness. Your Highness, long may you live. At ease. Take my sister and examine her. Examine her carefully, and report truthfully, without a single lie. Yes, Your Highness. Young Mrs. Sterling is exceptionally beautiful, well-educated and reasonable, and of such good character. Yet Mr. Victor has for years been distant and indifferent to her, never truly united with her. It's truly puzzling. Indeed. With such a virtuous wife, anyone else would surely treat her sincerely. It's really hard to understand Mr. Victor's actions. Your Highness, I have already finished examining Clara. Clara strictly observes chastity, has proper conduct, and always maintains self-control. I never thought that young Mrs. Sterling has strictly observed chastity for years. The female physician of the Royal Infirmary personally examined her. The findings cannot be falsified. The problem of childlessness for many years clearly lies with Mr. Victor, yet he's been blaming everything on young Mrs. Sterling. Physician, please continue. Furthermore, young Mrs. Sterling also has many old and new scars on her body. She's suffered years of abuse and torment. She has been physically weak for a long time.
You, Victor. How dare you mistreat my daughter like this?
I examined and found that young Mrs. Sterling's body contains residues of abnormal toxic medicinal ingredients. For years, she's been taking unverified remedies. Both her body and mind have been severely drained. Strange remedies. Weren't they exactly the ones Mr. Victor and the Sterling woman forced her to drink every day, those so-called fertility remedies? For years, young Mrs. Sterling sought medical help everywhere for a child, trying her best. Turns out the problem was never with her. Everyone praised Mr. Victor for being so devoted. He never looked down on her, but it was all an act. Just selfishly passing the blame.
You beast. My daughter was raised in comfort at home, so precious, so noble. Those who sought her hand in marriage, the young lords and nobles, could line up from one end of the street to the other. But she went against our family's wishes and insisted on marrying you, you ungrateful bastard. You wretch. It's all your fault. You did it on purpose. You venomous woman. How dare you strike me? You must be crazy. Your morals are corrupt, selfish and vicious. You are unworthy as a husband. How dare you touch my daughter?
Victor, you are selfish and cold-hearted. You mistreat your lawful wife. You frame the innocent. You are unworthy as a husband. And you still have the nerve to be here, yapping like a dog.
Guards, arrest this presumptuous wretch. How ridiculous. He won't admit his mistakes. When exposed, he flies into a rage and strikes others. His character is vile and disgraceful. Isn't that the truth? And he dares to bully the young Mrs. Sterling. He has no idea what a sight he is. He's making a complete fool of himself. And to think he was pretending to be gentle. Today, I will personally settle this for my sister. Her engagement to Victor is hereby annulled. Yes, indeed. A man of such vile character must never again hold back the young Mrs. Sterling. Previously, noble ladies were willing to marry him. Now, we should make it known so that he will not bring trouble to others. Just now, Lady Blackwood wanted to betroth her daughter to him. Now, with this scandal, everyone has seen it with their own eyes. From now on, if anyone dares to slander my sister, I will not tolerate it. What's going on? What a commotion. Oh my. He had it coming. They actually raided the place. Mjin says, you told me to anonymously deliver to the magistrate's office the ledgers and love letters. The magistrate already led troops to raid them. Oh my god. What's going on with Sterling Manor? The authorities are searching so hard. They're checking every single corner.
Hey, you don't know yet. Just now, the soldiers found a ton of stuff from the Sterling woman's room.
Yeah. They say there was a lot of correspondence between her and Lord Blackwood. The letters also contain evidence of their plot to poison Mr. Sterling. This Sterling woman is way too brazen. Not only was she having an affair with Lord Blackwood, but she even dared to poison Mr. Sterling. She was trying to take over the Sterling family fortune.
You said it. No wonder Lord Blackwood used to come over to Sterling Manor for tea with Mr. Sterling. His real intention wasn't the tea, but to secretly meet the Sterling woman.
This cheating couple had it coming.
That's right. They actually murdered Mr. Sterling. They deserve to be struck by lightning. Sterling woman, the poison in your room and the letters prove everything. Is the affair between you two true?
Mercy, my lord, I'll confess everything. Ever since the Sterling woman married into the Sterling family, they have been having a secret affair. They wrote to each other for years, and often went to the ruined temple on the outskirts for secret meetings. You wench. Stop your nonsense.
Order in the court.
Lord Blackwood visits Sterling Manor, always claiming to see Mr. Sterling for tea and reminiscing. Then he follows the Sterling woman to the Serenity Courtyard for an illicit affair. Every word I say is the absolute truth.
Miss Vance, you are the victim in this case. Do you have any further grievances to state in court?
My lord, this venomous woman not only murdered her own husband, but also tried to pass off a bastard as a Sterling child. A crime so heinous it deserves death. I beg you, my lord, to punish her according to the law.
Clara, you'll die a horrible death. Clara. Good to see you safe and sound. That's wonderful. I beg you, my lord, stand up for my daughter. She was wronged.
Oh, whose woman is this? Crying in the rain like this? Isn't that bad luck?
In my past life, Mother begged everyone for my sake, seeking justice for me, and endured nothing but cold words and humiliation. Thankfully, in this life, heaven opened its eyes and gave me a second chance, allowing me and my family to sit and chat over tea like this. That's wonderful.
My lady miss, have you heard? The capital has been quite lively lately. The commoners are all saying that Victor is not at all Mr. Sterling's biological son. He's the bastard of the Sterling woman and Lord Blackwood.
Mrs. Sterling and Lord Blackwood have always had a secret affair. That Victor is their son is not surprising. However, poor Mr. Sterling.
Indeed, Victor and the Sterling woman have such malicious hearts. Luckily, heaven blessed us, or else you, Clara, would have suffered for nothing.
Yes, heaven blessed us.
Miss, a kind person is blessed by heaven. Now Sterling Manor has been sealed by the authorities. Lord Blackwood and the Sterling woman have both been taken into custody. As for Victor, now, the whole capital is laughing at him. As for Victor, evil brings its own ruin. He made you endure so much coldness and disdain before. How infuriating.
Victor's current situation is purely his own doing. But given his nature, he won't just let it go easily.
Clara. Why do you say that?
Mother, don't be afraid. As for Victor, even if he has all the power in the world, I won't let him harm any of you, not even a hair.
Hey, isn't this the once glamorous Mr. Victor? With a scandal like that at home, he still has the nerve to show his face in public. Mr. Victor, more like Mr. Lin, that suits him better. After all, he doesn't even qualify as a bastard, and he dares call himself Mr. Victor. Talk about being shameless, and he still dares to show his face. Exactly. Anyone else would have wished the ground would swallow them up, but him, he still dares to make a fool of himself. He must be starving. He doesn't even mind. He'd eat food covered in dirt. He'd pick it up and eat it. Just like his mother, not a bit worried about dirt. Clara, you little bitch. You have the nerve to mention Miss Vance's name. You've already ruined her life. Exactly. A eunuch, wasting years of her youth for nothing. Utterly shameless.
Victor, now that it's come to this, you still want to blame it all on me?
Clara, if it weren't for you, how could I have ended up in such a state? You're not getting away with this.
You psycho, how dare you threaten my mistress?
Just a mad dog barking. Ignore it.
Your Grace, I have a plan that can help you bring down the Crown Prince. You, a stray dog. Why should I trust you? I ended up in this state. All because of the Vance family. And now the Vance family stands with the Crown Prince. That means they're against me. I won't let the Vance family get their way. Interesting. Then, tell me, how are you going to help me? Now that the Crown Prince is overseeing the royal exams, this is, Your Grace, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh. Since the Crown Prince is in charge of the royal exams, if it's discovered that the exam questions were leaked, His Majesty will be furious. Good. Then I'll leave this matter entirely in your hands. If anything goes wrong, you'll answer for it. Yes, Your Grace. We have studied hard for over a decade, dedicated to serving the country. And now this examination fraud has completely ruined our futures. We beg you, fellow townspeople, on behalf of us poor scholars, to seek justice. We beg you, fellow townspeople, to stand up for us. The exam leak points directly to the Crown Prince. For this civil service exam, it was the royal consort who recommended the Crown Prince to His Majesty. If something goes wrong, our Vance family will also be in danger.
Father, the Crown Prince has always been prudent. He would never, on such a national matter as the exam, make a mistake. This is causing an uproar. Someone must be behind this, adding fuel to the fire.
Now, the Crown Prince and Duke Reginald have formed their own factions. The battle for the throne is inevitable.
Father, let me handle this matter and investigate in secret. I'm just a woman, so no one will suspect me.
Remember, be careful in everything.
There's one more thing. Father, please find a way to get word to sister. Tell her to keep the inner palace calm for now, and not to panic and mess up.
All right.
Lily, have someone investigate thoroughly right away those scholars who beat the drum and their backgrounds.
Don't worry, miss, I'm on it.
Your Majesty, regarding the recent exam leak, scholars are crying out for justice, and the commoners are talking and gossiping. This matter concerns the court's reputation, so I implore Your Majesty to investigate it thoroughly. Your Majesty, I beg you to see the truth. I've heard that before the exam started, someone had already secretly obtained the exam questions. This is clearly someone deliberately leaking the exam questions. The civil service exam is a matter of national importance. The Crown Prince failed in his duties. He is confined to the Crown Prince's palace for now. Until we find out the truth, we'll decide on the punishment later. I will obey. Your Majesty.
Clara. His Majesty has confined the Crown Prince to his palace. Victor and Duke Reginald's intentions are clear. If we let this spread any further, it may implicate the Vance family.
Don't panic, Your Highness. The Crown Prince has always been steady. He would never practice favoritism and fraud in such an important matter. The case is not yet closed. We still have time.
But His Majesty has already confined the Crown Prince. Duke Reginald is ruthless. He will surely take the opportunity to exaggerate.
No matter how perfect the scheme, if it's a malicious frame-up, it will always reveal a flaw.
I hope so. How is Father doing?
Father has contacted several of the veteran ministers who support the Crown Prince, but His Majesty is furious now. No one dares to speak rashly. Rest assured, Your Highness. I have already sent someone to investigate discreetly. They will look into the backgrounds of those candidates. Before long, this matter will be settled.
Clara. The Crown Prince is the one we strongly recommended. He must not fall.
I know. Rest assured, Your Highness. This matter concerns the rise and fall of our Vance family. I will never let our Vance family come to harm. Your Highness, what you need to do now is to pacify His Majesty. Mention the Crown Prince's past achievements often. Don't let Duke Reginald's people take the opportunity in front of His Majesty to slander the Crown Prince and shake His Majesty's resolve.
All right. You must be very careful too. Duke Reginald is vicious-minded. And with Victor standing in the way, he will never let you easily find evidence.
I understand. Take care, sister.
My lord. The royal consort's palace is in utter chaos. Clara has just left the royal consort's palace. Even if Clara is clever, she can't stir up any trouble. The Crown Prince is confined to quarters. The veteran officials in the court who support him are leaderless. No one's got the guts to stand against us. It won't be long before Duke Reginald takes control of the royal court. Then I will wipe out the past humiliation. The Vance family will become my prisoners, my lord. As for those candidates, should we send someone to keep watch on them? What if Clara catches on? No need. The silver we gave them is already enough. If they dare to speak out of turn, silence them directly. We must not leave any leverage. To avoid causing unexpected trouble. You are right, my lord. Also, keep a close watch on every move Clara makes. If she makes any move, report to me immediately. As you command. Clara, the Vance family. You owe me. And I'll make you pay back every last bit. Stop. Let go. Let me go. Please. I beg you.
Miss, brought him here.
Mercy, miss. Please, Miss Vance, spare me.
You saw that. After all you did for him. He still wants you dead. If you give me something useful, maybe I'll let you live.
Yes. Someone paid me to make the accusation.
Any proof? If you keep anything from me, I can't save you.
Come clean. Miss. This jade pendant is what he dropped. I saw this jade pendant, figured it was highly valuable, so I hid it. Lord Vance. The exam scandal is all over town. I am confined to quarters. The old ministers backing me don't dare to act rashly. If this drags on, I'm afraid Father might lose patience. Don't worry, Your Highness. But we don't have hard proof yet. Launching a sudden attack would only mean playing with fire. Let's bide our time.
I am Clara Vance. Greetings, Your Highness.
At ease. Have a seat, Miss Vance.
This jade pendant is what I got from that scholar.
Who'd have thought this would actually involve Duke Reginald? Victor sides with Duke Reginald, and they framed the Crown Prince together, showing blatant ambition.
Father, Your Highness. The candidate says, the person who contacted him hangs around the ruined temple in the south. And I've got people watching that temple, so maybe we can find more evidence.
That could work, but watch your step. Because Victor's now watching you more closely. Our men, if they act rashly, could alert the enemy and ruin the grand plan.
Got it. This jade pendant is one of the hard proofs of Duke Reginald's involvement, and if we can find evidence they colluded, we'll expose their plot and clear the Crown Prince's name.
Thanks for your hard work, Miss Vance, as this concerns the future of the court, so please, Miss Vance, be extra careful. Do not risk your own life.
Thank you for your concern, Your Highness.
Useless. I told you to take him out, and you let him slip away. Luckily, I kept my guard up. And had the temple torched. If Clara finds anyone else, it's not just you, I'll be finished too. Forgive me, my lord, I've already sent more men after him. I failed my duty. Please punish me, my lord. I'll settle with you later. Send more men. And make sure to find that candidate. To pull him up by the roots. Any more screw-ups, and I'll have your head. Yes, my lord. I'll see to it. Clara, if you dare to ruin my plans again, I'll make sure you and the Vance family die with me. Fire! Fire! Help! Fire! Fire!
Miss, something's happened in the south.
Let him in.
Miss. Lord Vance, Your Highness, the ruined temple in the south burned down. I only found this torn paper.
Your Highness. The pendant, the witness, and the torn paper corroborate each other. Enough to reveal the plot, but His Majesty's still fuming. If we rush to see him now, it might backfire.
Father's going to summon me in a few days. Then I'll ask Lord Vance to help me. I will not hesitate. My lord. An urgent letter from the secret guard. Today the Crown Prince secretly visited Vance Manor. The Crown Prince went to Vance Manor? Useless fool, why report this only now? Forgive me, my lord, the guards just confirmed it, and sent it back at once. I didn't dare delay. That darling Clara always goes against me, as expected. If she wants to die, I'll give her a quick death. Keep searching the whole city for that scholar. Put more men on Vance Manor. Especially Clara. Wait for the right moment to strike. Don't leave her alive. Right away, my lord. Clara. This time I'll make you die a miserable death. Miss Vance, please get out of the carriage. Miss Vance, long time no see. What's the rush to get into the palace?
Mr. Victor, oh no, Mr. Blackwood. Hijacking a carriage on the road. The Blackwood family's tradition is really something.
Miss Vance sure is generous and charitable. even meddling in the crown prince's business. Why not spare me a favor too? Let me kill you. How about it?
Shameless.
Your fiery temper belongs in the lowest brothel. Bitch.
Victor, you're just relying on the Sterlings and me to get everything you have. Without me, you're nothing.
What did you say?
Victor, you're the one with no virtue, incompetent, and you blame everyone else. Everything you have is a bone my Vance family threw you.
Fine. Sharp-tongued, huh? I'm gonna slash your face and rip your mouth apart. Let's see if you can still talk tough. My hand.
Your Highness.
Greetings, Your Highness. Victor, how dare you? Right under the Emperor's nose, you dared to commit assault on the street and hurt people recklessly. Do you have a death wish? Or do you think you can act lawlessly? You misunderstand, Your Highness. I just happened to run into Miss Vance and wanted to catch up. I didn't mean any harm. Catch up. You wasted years of her life. You lacked virtue yourself, having no children, yet you blamed it all on her, a mere woman. And now you dare say catch up? Victor, you are utterly shameless. I'll make this clear. From now on, if you dare bother Clara again, I'll make sure you regret it. And as for your dirty dealings with Duke Reginald, you better keep them well hidden. If the truth ever comes out, losing your head will be the least of your problems. What are you waiting for? Take your men and get out of here. Yes, I'll leave now, right away. Miss Vance. You must have had a scare. Miss Vance, here, wipe it off. The wound on your face could use some extra care. The road was bumpy. If you don't treat it soon, it might leave hidden dangers.
Thanks, Your Highness.
Miss Vance, no need to be so formal. You have been working tirelessly for this examination fraud case, traveling day and night. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanks for saving me, Your Highness. If you hadn't arrived in time, I could have been in deep trouble today.
It was nothing. I was on my way to the palace today to seek an audience with the Emperor. I didn't expect Victor to act out of line and run wild on the main streets of the capital, blocking the traffic. I absolutely cannot tolerate such rudeness. I saw you rushing earlier. Something urgent.
Your Highness. I was planning to enter the palace to meet the royal consort. But now my appearance is not proper enough. I'm afraid it would be a breach of court etiquette, so I can't go in.
Miss Vance, you are very thoughtful. First, escort Miss Vance back to her residence. Yes, Your Highness. The road ahead is dangerous. I'll escort you home myself.
Thanks for your kindness, Your Highness. Sorry for the trouble.
My lord, are we just going to let this go? Clara's got the crown prince's protection. It'll be even harder to get to her now. Let it go. I will remember this. So what if the crown prince protects her? When the crown prince falls, there are plenty of ways to kill her.
Thank you for your trouble today, Your Highness, escorting me personally. I am truly grateful.
No need to be so polite, Miss Vance. As long as you return home safely, I can rest assured. The wound on your face, make sure to treat it properly. Don't take it lightly.
I'll keep your advice in mind, Your Highness. Your great kindness this time, the Vance family and I will keep in mind.
It was nothing, just a small favor. Focus on recovering. Victor is cautious now, and won't dare to act recklessly again.
Don't worry, Your Highness. I've already found another candidate involved in the case. Once he is brought to the capital, he will testify for you. He will surely clear your name of all the false charges.
In that case, I will return to the palace to report. If anything changes, send someone to inform me immediately.
Yes, Your Highness. Take care, Your Highness.
Miss, the wound isn't deep, but apply the medicine on time, and avoid spicy food. The swelling will go down in 3 days, and it will definitely not leave a scar.
Thank you, Doctor.
Miss, Victor is really too much. How dare he be so ruthless to you? Thank goodness the Crown Prince arrived in time, or who knows what would have happened.
Victor is a tough opponent indeed. What's more, he has Prince Julian's help, but this ambush in the bamboo forest proves they are acting out of desperation. And will be exposed soon.
But Miss, Victor holds a grudge. He'll definitely cause more trouble. From now on, when we go out, we need to be extra careful.
The more we fear, the more passive we become. Don't worry, they won't be gloating for long.
Your Grace, I failed in my duties. Not only did I fail to eliminate Clara, but I was also caught red-handed by the Crown Prince. I'm ready to accept punishment. Useless. You can't even get rid of a woman. And now you've got the Crown Prince setting his sights on us. What use are you? Calm down, Your Grace. I was just too anxious. Clara has a witness. Keeping her alive will definitely become a threat. I did this for Your Grace's grand plan. The Crown Prince has already noticed. Clara has also found the key scholar witness. If that person arrives in the capital to testify, we will lose everything. Your Grace. Why don't we strike first? Send someone to assassinate that scholar on the way immediately. Stop him at all costs. Do not let him arrive in the capital alive. Understood. Miss, the escort team for the candidate sent an urgent message. They spotted several groups of unknown spies along the way. They seem to be watching our people closely.
Just as I expected. Duke Reginald and Victor can't keep their cool. They're about to make a move on that candidate.
Miss, what do we do now? If something happens to the candidate, all our efforts will be for nothing.
No use panicking. Victor and Duke Reginald are ruthless. This ambush is bound to be a dead end. Our shadow guards alone aren't enough. We can't protect the candidate. Deliver this secret letter to the Crown Prince's estate immediately. Make sure to hand it to His Highness personally.
Understood. Your Highness, a secret letter arrived from the Vance Shadow Guards. How dare they ambush the candidate halfway, completely flouting the law of the land. Give my orders, dispatch 10 elite guards to protect the candidate at all costs. If anyone resists, kill on sight. As you command, Your Highness. By my master's orders, I'm to take the candidate's life. Anyone who blocks my way dies. By order of the Crown Prince, protect the candidate. Kill the rebels. The civil service exam fraud has stirred up a citywide uproar. The whole nation is abuzz. This case has a lot of people involved. You're the Crown Prince, and you failed in your supervision. You can't escape the blame. I know I messed up. I accept whatever punishment Father sees fit. The civil service exam is the foundation of the nation. It's how we select the brightest minds in the world. Now a shocking fraud scandal has erupted. The commoners won't stop criticizing. It's really hurting the royal family's reputation. If we don't punish this severely, it'll be hard to convince the people, Your Majesty. Duke Reginald is exactly right. The Crown Prince is in charge of civil service exam affairs. Yet such a huge mess has happened. The scholars of the realm are losing heart. Even the state power might be shaken. We beg Your Majesty to punish him severely. Punish him, Your Majesty, to rectify the court's discipline. The civil service exam fraud is no small matter. I beg Your Majesty to handle this impartially. Don't be lenient. Your Majesty, please look into this thoroughly. The Crown Prince has always been wise and virtuous, devoted to the nation and its people. This case is obviously a setup by those with ill intent. I beg Your Majesty to find out the truth before deciding. Do not wrong a loyal subject. Please, Your Majesty, investigate carefully. Enough. Silence, all of you. Things have come to this. If I don't punish severely, I'm afraid it'll be hard to justify to the people. From this day forward, I strip you of your title as Crown Prince. Without my command, you are forbidden to step outside. Your Majesty, please, don't. I beg you to retract your order. Lord Vance bent the law for personal gain. He is stripped of all official titles effective today. You will be punished alongside the Crown Prince. Your Majesty, Clara of Vance Manor is requesting an audience outside the hall. She says she has the inside story on the civil service exam fraud to report. She begs Your Majesty to grant an audience. Let them in.
I, Clara Vance, greet your majesty. Long live the emperor.
You, a mere commoner, dared to trespass into the main hall, claiming to know about the exam scandal. If you speak a single lie, that's the crime of deceiving the emperor. Kill on sight.
I dare not deceive the emperor. I came to court today to clear the wrongly accused and give them justice.
Insolent. How dare a woman like you speak nonsense in this hall? You dare to spread lies here. Step down now. Your Majesty, Clara is just a woman, raised in the inner chambers, and only knows needlework. What does she know about the laws of the court? How can we allow her to speak recklessly here? Indeed, Your Majesty, women are forbidden from interfering in politics. It is an ancient teaching. Clara has overstepped the bounds of propriety, which is absolutely treasonous. She should be kicked out of the hall and severely punished.
My lords, you keep saying women are forbidden from interfering in politics. But now we face an unjust case where a loyal official is wrongly accused. Do you only allow villains in power, and forbid commoners from pleading their case? Duke Reginald and Mr. Victor are so eager to stop her. Could it be that there is indeed injustice here?
You. Father, I beg you to hear Miss Vance's plea. Though Miss Vance is a woman, she is well-educated and reasonable, and cares for justice. I beg you to give her a chance, and give me and the scholars of the realm a chance to find out the truth. Your Majesty, I beg you to hear Miss Vance out. Indeed, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the exam scandal is not the Crown Prince's failure, but involves hidden circumstances.
Clara Vance, do you know the penalty for deceiving the Emperor? Without evidence, don't speak recklessly.
I have evidence and would never dare to speak falsely.
Oh.
I have found the people involved in this case, the involved candidates. I hope you will allow them to enter the hall for an audience. I beg you, Your Majesty, to bring the witnesses to the hall, examine the evidence, and give the innocent justice.
Very well, I will trust you this once. Issue my decree. Bring the witnesses to the main hall immediately. I will interrogate them myself. Are you two the involved candidates? Do you have inside information on the civil service exam fraud? Speak the truth immediately. If you utter a single lie, I will not spare you. Your N. Spare us, Your Majesty. We didn't come here to appeal voluntarily. We were paid a lot of money to slander the Crown Prince. The person who contacted us claimed to be a subordinate of Duke Reginald. We were blinded by greed. Your Majesty, please spare our lives. Outrageous. Pure fabrication. How could I ever do something so dirty? You filthy scoundrels. How dare you slander a member of the royal family? Your Majesty, these two have no evidence. They're just pawns being made fools of, deliberately fabricating lies to frame Duke Reginald. It is completely untrustworthy. They think with just their words they can fool His Majesty and the whole court. Are you tired of living? Your Majesty, spare us. We're telling the truth, Your Majesty. Not a single lie, we swear. Your Majesty, every word we have said is true. Your Majesty, these two have no evidence. Everything they say is pure conjecture. Clearly they have ulterior motives and deliberately disrupt the court. I beg Your Majesty to punish them severely. Exactly. Your Majesty, Clara deliberately brought these two to be scapegoats. Trying to confuse the public, they cannot be trusted, Father. These two are clearly scapegoats brought by Clara. Deliberately fabricating lies to deceive you, treating the court as a child's play, acting recklessly. Father, I beg you to do me justice. Your Majesty, Clara's actions are the crime of deceiving the Emperor. Treason. How dare you, Clara? How dare you bring two lying peasants to fool me? Treating the court as a child's play, running wild? This is outrageous.
Your Majesty, please calm down. I wouldn't dare deceive you, Your Majesty. Since I dared to bring witnesses to court, do you think I'd only have witnesses? I have physical evidence too.
Oh, you actually have physical evidence. In that case, present it now. I want to see what you call irrefutable proof, what it really is.
Your Majesty, this jade pendant is the first piece of physical evidence. It is the pendant that the involved candidate accidentally picked up when meeting the contact. This jade is of extraordinary quality, smooth and flawless, something no ordinary person could wear. Only the royal family could own a jade like this, and on the inside of the pendant is engraved the character Julian clearly. That is precisely the title of His Grace, Duke Reginald.
How is that possible? Clara, don't you talk nonsense here. How dare you? There's more.
Your Majesty, this is the second piece of evidence. After the ruined temple in the south was burned, only a torn piece of paper remained. According to the candidate's testimony, they had been secretly meeting with the contact at the ruined temple in the south. They discussed the exam fraud case. Though the handwriting on the torn paper is incomplete, it clearly mentions the exam leak and bribing the scholars. And on the bottom right of the paper there's His Grace's personal seal. The evidence is ironclad.
Your Grace, how could you do this? It's truly disappointing. The civil service exam is the foundation of the nation. It concerns the future of all scholars of the realm. Your Grace, you have treated such an important matter as child's play. It's simply absurd. Even if you usually hold a grudge against His Highness the Crown Prince, you shouldn't have done such acts of fraud and framing. This damages the royal family's reputation and disheartens the people of the realm. You bastard. You dared to collude with court officials, cheat in the civil service exam, frame the Crown Prince, and completely disgrace the royal family. Proclaim my decree. Duke Reginald has no regard for the law and disrupts the court's order. Cut off the prince's stipend and forbid him from participating in court affairs. Victor conspired in the fraud and framed the Crown Prince. He will receive 30 strokes of the cane and have his salary suspended for a year. From today, the Crown Prince shall resume control of the Eastern Palace and restore order to the court. I thank you, Father. Father is wise. Clara is loyal and devoted, fears no tyranny, and found out the truth. She has done a great service to the state and shall be rewarded separately.
I thank your majesty for your great grace.
This case is closed. Court is dismissed. Lord Vance, Miss Vance, please stay. Your Highness has been cleared of false charges. I am finally at ease. If not for Miss Vance's wisdom and courage in gathering evidence, I would have found it hard to clear my name today. This kindness I will always remember.
Your Highness flatters me.
Miss Vance, today in the Great Hall, you were composed and unhurried and saved me. Such courage and talent are rare in this world.
Your Highness flatters me. I only did what I ought to do. Anyone else would also speak for justice. Your Highness has always been wise, so heaven blessed you.
Miss Vance is too modest. I must repay this great kindness.
Thank you for your high regard. I appreciate it. Court affairs are complex. I hope your Highness will prioritize state affairs.
Your Highness, I suddenly recall there are matters at the mansion to attend to. I'll take my leave and return home. I entrust my daughter to you. Miss Vance has worked hard today. I ordered the guards to prepare a sedan chair. Shall I have you escorted home?
No need to trouble you.
Escorting you home. I do it willingly. And it's no trouble at all. I hope you won't refuse. Greetings, Your Grace. This time I've dragged you down, Your Grace. I deserve 1,000 deaths, Your Grace. Useless. Can't even handle such a small matter. Not only did you fail to bring down the Crown Prince, but I got demoted and grounded instead. You got off easy, just a beating. Your Grace, please calm down. That Clara is too sly. I came here today to discuss with Your Grace the follow-up plan. I'm not gonna let this slide. The Crown Prince is at his peak right now. That Clara has repeatedly ruined my plans. I am not a man if I do not avenge this. Master. Miss. The Crown Prince is here. Your Highness honors us. Excuse me for not coming out to meet you. Lord Vance, no need to be so formal. I came today to bring you the royal invitation.
Greetings, Your Highness.
The false charges have been cleared. The royal consort appreciates the Vance family's contributions and has arranged a celebration banquet at the palace, inviting Miss Vance.
We thank the royal consort for her grace. And also thank Your Highness for coming in person.
Between us, no need for formalities. Miss Vance, you look great today. I also brought some tonic herbs that are good for you, Miss Vance.
Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Your Highness.
My pleasure. Well, I'll be on my way. See you at the royal banquet. I've heard the rear garden of Vance Manor is beautiful. The sunlight is perfect. Could I trouble you, Miss Vance, to walk with me a little? I've got urgent business to attend to at the manor, so I'll take my leave. Clara, go ahead and walk with His Highness.
This way, Your Highness.
Have you heard? The royal consort is hosting a banquet today. Clara Vance, from the Vance family, is coming to the banquet too. What is she doing here? Today's guests are all unmarried young nobles. The Empress Dowager intends to choose a suitable match for the Crown Prince, a woman who has already been married once. How dare she show up? Tell me, could Clara be so hideous that Victor didn't want her?
You, noble youths, all of you, are so short-sighted. You only judge people by rumors.
Miss Sullivan, you are indeed generous, but she might not appreciate it.
Miss Vance is well known in the capital for being well-educated and reasonable, with outstanding talent. During the examination fraud case, she barged into the hall alone to prove her innocence. A woman of such wisdom and courage is not someone you can slander at will.
So what if she's wise and brave? Ugly is ugly. What good is a brain if she's unattractive? She even hopes to snag the crown prince.
The royal consort arrives.
Clara, she's actually walking with the royal consort.
Today is just a family banquet. Please, everyone, don't be formal. Take your seats as you wish.
Miss Vance, have you just arrived? I was waiting for you at the palace gates. But you came late. Miss Vance truly is graceful and elegant. But I'm curious, Miss Vance, having had such a marriage experience today, being among these unmarried young nobles, don't you feel awkward? Exactly. A woman values a spotless reputation the most. Miss Vance, showing her face in public like this, is she afraid that in the future she'll have trouble finding a good match?
Stop talking nonsense. Marriage is unpredictable. How can it be Miss Vance's fault? And you, man, are always obsessing over a woman's past. Gossiping and spreading rumors. You are making fools of yourselves. Exactly. You noble youths can't even write a poem, but when it comes to slandering women, you've got plenty to say. Exactly. Shameless.
We were just telling the truth. The facts are clear. Can't we even speak the truth? Exactly. Damaged goods. And she wants to find a noble family's son as a match. Dream on. You are from noble families, well read in the classics, yet you spend all day focusing on women's private affairs, spreading slander. You've got zero manly dignity or decency. What makes you any different from Victor? Miss Vance acts with integrity. She cleverly solved the exam fraud case and upheld justice in the court. Her character and talent far surpass you mediocre people. Her past is none of your business. Today is the royal consort's victory banquet. It honors the Vance family's meritorious service. You are causing trouble here. Are you disrespecting Her Highness or defying me, the Duke?
Your Highness is right. Indeed, His Highness is wise. The Crown Prince speaks wisely. Today is a joyous banquet, so let's drop these unpleasant little things. Everyone, please take your seats. Bring out the pastries and food.
You don't need to take what was said to heart.
Thank you, Your Highness, for your support. I'm fine.
Miss Vance, please don't let those playboys' words get to you. They're short-sighted and have no filter. They don't deserve to judge you. You are a role model for all noble ladies in the capital. We all truly admire you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you both for your kind words. I haven't taken it to heart. The innocent will always be innocent. There's no need to get angry at irrelevant people.
I knew Miss Vance wouldn't mind. I hope we can spend more time together. I've long heard that you are a master of all four arts. I really admire you. I hope to learn a lot from you.
Greetings, Your Grace. His Majesty is already in the palace, and has prepared a welcome banquet. He ordered me to escort Your Grace to the palace. Understood. Please lead the way. I want to see what fun things this capital has to offer. The King of the North has entered the palace for the banquet. I hear he holds massive military power, stationed at the Northern Pass. If he would help me, then I could immediately sit on the throne. Rest assured, Your Grace, although the King of the North has pledged allegiance, he has always disliked being controlled by others. We just need to explain the pros and cons. He will surely be tempted. Good. There's no time to lose. You arrange the time. And I will pay a visit in person. Yes, Your Grace. Make yourselves at home. I wonder, Your Grace, and Mr. Victor, what brings you here? To be honest, I came today to discuss with Your Grace a great undertaking. Oh? Yes. Your Grace's great military strategy is known to all. With your extraordinary talent, how could you be content to stay subordinate for long? Your Grace, we are fully prepared. If you join us, it would be a great boost. Then wealth and honor will be endless. Treason? That sounds interesting. I just arrived in the capital and was feeling bored. Then I'll join you in this game. Rest assured, Your Grace, this matter will definitely succeed. Enough. I'm tired. If there's anything fun, come find me. Yes, Your Grace. Then we'll take our leave. Keep an eye on them. See what tricks these two clowns can still come up with. Don't let them ruin my fun. Yes, Your Grace. Master, Miss, the palace eunuchs here with the decree. Minister of Finance, Lord Vance, received the decree. By the grace of God, the Emperor's decree, Minister of Finance, Lord Vance, due to poor supervision that led to a treasury deficit, is suspended for a thorough investigation and will be dealt with separately. End of decree. I received the decree. This is my fault. Just a moment of carelessness. And it caused such a huge mistake.
In my past life, it was this very mistake that others used to make a big deal out of. Framing my father for corruption became the spark that ignited the Vance family's downfall. But after this, it implicated the Crown Prince. Looks like this matter is definitely connected to them. Father, don't blame yourself. This was no accident. Let me look into it.
All right, I trust you. Be careful. Don't do anything rash.
I understand, Father. Don't worry, Father. The Ministry of Finance's grain deficit is most likely linked to the grain allocation. This grain store has long been under contract with the Ministry of Finance for grain supply. Go check around. I'll go in and talk to the shopkeeper.
Okay, be careful, miss.
Young man, can I have a word?
Go ahead, miss.
Young man, has the store recently had any grain allocation assignments?
Miss, you're joking. As for Ministry of Finance business, I wouldn't dare say anything about it. You'd better go somewhere else to ask.
Young man, I just want to learn more about the great affairs of the realm. I mean no harm. Please, just do me this favor.
Miss, honestly, these days the Ministry of Finance indeed has something big going on. The quantities of grain allocation don't match the ledger. So I also don't dare say a word.
Young man, do you know what's really going on?
These days, someone's been meeting with the shopkeeper in private. I guess it's probably because of this.
Young man, do you know where they usually meet?
The Crimson Rose on South Street.
Sorry.
Miss, you're wearing a veiled hat, and you're in a hurry. Such suspicious behavior. Could it be that you're up to something shady?
Sir, my mistress didn't mean to. Please, sir, do not pester her.
Sir, I really have urgent matters. I've already apologized. So please, sir, let me go.
Oh? Why don't you tell me about it since I've been rather bored in the capital?
Frivolous. Humph.
Gentlemen, please come in. I'll show you the way. Miss, please come in. I'll prepare a private room for you. No need. I'd like the private room next to those two guests. Yes, yes, yes. I understand. Miss, this way, please. Your Highness, Your Grace, Lord Vance has been suspended for a thorough investigation. Now the entire court is busy investigating the Ministry of Finance's deficit accounts. The royal banquet in a few days will be the perfect opportunity. Indeed. Rest assured, Your Grace. Once everything is done, we shall rule the realm together and leave our names in history. Your Grace, may I ask, when the time comes, how many troops can you provide? That's easy. You can have as many as you want.
Who would have thought? They actually managed to win over the Prince of Balian. They say he's young and talented, and holds massive military power. If he helps them rebel, The entire capital will be a bloodbath.
Miss. Looks like they're gone.
We need to keep tabs on Duke Reginald, Victor, and the Prince of Beiliang's movements. We can't afford a single slip-up.
Understood, Miss.
What are you doing?
I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just wondering, miss, what you heard that was so important. It left you so spaced out.
You're the Prince of Beiliang.
I didn't expect, miss, you'd be so slow to catch on. But when you see me, why are you so surprised? Could it be, miss, you were eavesdropping from the next table?
That's right. How could I not be surprised? The legendary young and talented, deeply loved by the people, the adored Prince of Beiliang, turns out to be such a scoundrel.
Oh? A scoundrel?
The court has treated you well, yet you're so ungrateful. Colluding with Duke Reginald, Victor, and those power-hungry traitors. Do you have no shame toward the court, and the people of the realm?
Scoundrel. This young lady sure speaks with such righteous indignation, but what I do is hardly your place to meddle in, miss. On the contrary, this young lady doesn't seem ashamed of eavesdropping at all.
You, as the Prince of Beiliang, favored by the court, with military power, yet you're colluding with traitors and ignoring the commoners. If you're not ashamed, why should I be?
Ashamed? What makes you so sure I'm plotting treason?
I think you're just playing dumb. Deep down, you're a treacherous, cunning scoundrel.
Yeah, I'm plotting treason. So what are you gonna do about it, miss? You got proof?
You're completely impossible. I'm not gonna waste my breath on a scoundrel like you.
Miss, what's wrong?
Lily, let's go.
Rarely in the capital do you meet such interesting people. I'm waiting for you to come settle the score. Don't disappoint me. Your Grace, this young lady is so rude. How dare she talk to you like that? Should I look into her background? No need. This one's quite interesting. Fiery temper, got some backbone. Way more entertaining than those two good-for-nothings. Your Grace, are you seriously going to team up with Prince Julian? The capital's too boring. If I don't find some fun, I'll go stir crazy. I'm just playing along with them. Let's see what trouble they can stir up. Clara, what's got you so upset?
Master, Miss went to the Crimson Rose today. She ran into Prince Beiliang and Duke Reginald and his men. They must be planning to collude with each other.
Prince Beiliang actually has ties with Duke Reginald and Victor. They say Prince Beiliang acts carefree, but now it seems his thoughts are far harder to guess than we thought.
Prince Beiliang holds massive military power. If he really sides with Duke Reginald and the others, the entire court will be in chaos.
We can't rush this. Prince Beiliang is eccentric. This time, his willingness to contact Duke Reginald and Victor doesn't necessarily mean he really wants to help them commit treason.
I hope so.
Prince Beiliang has lived in his fiefdom for a long time, holds massive military power, yet has always been law-abiding. Clearly, he is not ambitious.
Even if he's putting on an act, we can't let our guard down. Duke Reginald and Victor are ambitious. Since they dare to win over Prince Beiliang, they must be planning something at the royal banquet.
You're right. One can never be too careful. So, find a way to send word to the Crown Prince, so he can prepare in advance.
I understand.
Miss, the royal banquet is about to start. Why isn't the Crown Prince here yet?
His Highness the Crown Prince is busy with official duties. He must be tied up with important matters.
At this royal banquet, Prince Beiliang is also present. Miss must avoid him.
I know. If he finds out I'm a daughter of the Vance family, I'm afraid he'll target me again.
Oh, avoiding me? Miss Vance, that statement really hurts my feelings.
What are you doing here?
I was wondering which young lady had such a fiery temperament. So it's Miss Vance, a noble lady. The royal banquet is about to begin. I wonder what Miss Vance is doing here. Don't tell me. You're waiting for me?
Shameless scoundrel.
What? Did I hit a nerve, Miss Vance? Miss Vance, I didn't know you were so forward.
You.
Miss Vance, you still like throwing yourself into my arms? Miss Vance.
Your Highness.
Miss Vance. What are you two doing here? I was on my way to the royal banquet. I didn't expect to run into Miss Vance here. Miss Vance is so enthusiastic.
Your Highness, the royal banquet is about to begin. Shall we take our seats first?
Sure. I didn't expect Miss Vance and Victor would both be here. Victor wasted 6 years of Miss Vance's time. Now they're at odds. The memorial impeaching Lord Davis must have his hand in it. Such a shame. Your Grace. A toast to you. May you achieve great success. What? Lord Sterling? You know Miss Vance? Know her? I know her all too well. This little darling made me the laughingstock of everyone. If it weren't for her, how would I have ended up in such a state? Oh? This Clara is very interesting indeed. The Prince of Beiliang has garrisoned the northern marches for years. He commands troops with great skill. He soothes the border people. He has worked hard and achieved much. Truly, he is a pillar of the state. You flatter me, Your Majesty. Garrisoning the northern marches is my duty. You are of marriageable age now. Many noble ladies in the capital are both talented and beautiful. Is there one you fancy? Your Majesty, I do have someone I admire. What? Today is not. Don't worry. What should happen today will still happen. Your Majesty, the one I have my eye on is Miss Vance, Clara. No way. How could the illustrious Prince of Beiliang fancy Clara? She's been married before.
That's right. Miss Vance is indeed accomplished and attractive, but...
What? Miss Vance has a fiery temper and is intelligent and decisive. She is the perfect match in my mind. What? Could it be Your Grace is trying to divert attention? If so, it would indeed be easier to make a move. The Lord of the North has good taste. Clara is incredibly smart, well-educated and reasonable, chivalrous and righteous. Usually, she's quite talented in literature. She's a noble lady of the capital, a model among them. However, marriage cannot be forced. In the end, it depends on her own wishes. If she is willing, I will issue the decree.
Right now, my father is suspended from court duties. He's in a tough spot. If I refuse outright, it would disrespect His Majesty. He might even take it out on the entire Vance family. Besides, the Lord of the North has done great service guarding the northern marches. His Majesty intended to reward him anyway. But His Majesty doesn't know that he has already secretly colluded with Victor and the others.
Father. The time has come. Once we seize the palace, our plan will succeed. Idiot. Step down and make way for the capable. You should enjoy your twilight years. Yes, Your Majesty. Your Grace is the most fit person to sit on the throne. You bastard. Protect the Emperor.
So they really made their move today. Lucky I sent word to the Crown Prince ahead of time.
How dare? I've been good to you. How dare you bring troops to force me to abdicate, plot treason and usurp the throne? Treated me well, Father, all along. You only had eyes for my 9th brother, that worthless brat. Why can he be the Crown Prince and not me? So, the deficit at the Ministry of Finance was your doing too. So what if it was? If I become the Crown Prince and then the Emperor once I take the throne, I will certainly expand our territory even further. The entire realm will be mine. Father, today I sincerely ask you to abdicate. Think of it as saving face. Since you won't drink this toast from me, then don't blame me for getting rough. The royal knights, protect the Emperor immediately. I was wondering why there wasn't a single soldier outside the door today, so they're all in here. Your Grace, you've seen enough. Time for you to take the stage. The King of North Liang. He actually colluded with Duke Reginald to rebel. Yeah. They all say the King of North Liang is loyal, so how could he rebel?
You snake. Humph.
You. Your Grace, the rebels outside the hall have all been subdued. Arrest Duke Reginald and Victor as well. Yes. No. Impossible. You clearly promised us. I didn't promise anything. Although Duke Reginald's temper is a bit wild, He would never commit such an absolutely treasonous act. In that case, Your Majesty, why not make a bet with me? Let me handle this matter. You despicable scoundrel. How dare you play me? I see. So that's why the Prince of the North would rebel. Rumor has it he has no interest in power, having guarded the northern marches for years, and never once showed any treasonous thoughts.
He really never intended to rebel. Father is right. He never plays by the rules.
Your Majesty, all the traitors have been captured. How should they be dealt with? It's up to Your Majesty. Duke Reginald and Victor Sterling plotted treason and usurped the throne, framing the loyal. Their crimes are unforgivable. Throw them into the imperial prison, to be executed in autumn. Round up all their allies, and kill them on sight. In suppressing these traitors, the Prince of the North and the Crown Prince stayed calm in the face of danger, and have merit in protecting the Emperor. I will richly reward them. Father, I was able to station the Royal Knights here in advance, all thanks to Miss Vance. Her timely warning, Miss Vance, is the one who deserves the most credit. The Crown Prince is right. Clara Vance is smart and decisive. She deserves a lot of credit this time. Clara Vance, it's you again. You ruined my plans again. I will haunt you even as a ghost. Insolent. How dare you clamor, traitor. Take these two traitors away at once. Clara Vance, you will die a horrible death. I grant you 100 ounces of gold, 1,000 bolts of silk, and the title of Lady of Valor. Also, Lord Vance is reinstated to his original post.
I thank Your Majesty for your grace.
Miss Vance, you truly live up to your reputation. And now you've been granted a title.
Your grace flatters me.
So now you know your manners. Who was it that called me a petty man before?
Your grace, I misunderstood you earlier. Please forgive me.
Enough. I will not hold it against you. I heard that Miss Vance is skilled in needlework. How about you embroider a sachet for me as an apology? What do you say?
Ah.
Ha ha ha. Then it's settled. Traitor, how dare you plot treason and usurp the throne, die a horrible death.
Right.
That's right. Hit him. He got what he deserves. Beat him to death.
Victor Sterling. All of this is what you owe me. Today, I finally got what I wanted.
Serves you right. Miss, I heard that Lord Blackwood and the Sterling woman went mad in prison. They grabbed each other's necks and screamed curses, and ended up strangling each other to death.
Evil brings its own ruin.
Miss, it's late. You should rest now. Victor and Duke Reginald are locked up in the Imperial prison. Lord Blackwood and the Sterling woman have finally gotten what they deserved. The Vance family is safe. You can finally take a breather.
The villains have been executed. But that doesn't mean all remnants are eradicated. Victor sided with Duke Reginald back then, secretly gathering many loyal assassins from the underworld. These people will never let it go easily.
Miss, I've discovered. 3 of Victor's loyal assassins have escaped the capital in disguise and are heading straight for the northern marches. Plus, in a hidden compartment at Mrs. Sterling's old place, we found 3 secret letters that weren't destroyed. They are correspondence between Mrs. Sterling and the Lord of the North.
What did the letters say?
Mrs. Sterling used the trade routes as a bargaining chip to collude with the Lord of the North to smuggle weapons. They agreed that when chaos erupts in the capital, the northern marches would launch an attack on the border. Now that Duke Reginald's rebellion has failed, these assassins must be heading to the northern marches to deliver a message, to instigate the Lord of the North to mobilize troops.
As for the northern marches, the Prince of the North is the one stationed there. Well,
as for Victor's revenge, I've already taken it. But the unusual movements in the northern marches, Mrs. Sterling's old scheme, are the real beginning of the storm. The Prince of the North. Out in the northern marches, how much does he really know? Send more shadow guards. To keep a close watch on the northern marches border. If there's any sign of trouble, report back at once. Also, keep a close eye on the Prince of the North and his movements in the capital.
Right away. Lady of Valor. Enjoying the view alone? Very elegant.
Your Grace, at the royal banquet the other day, for protecting His Majesty, I haven't thanked you yet.
Specialty from the northern marches, for self-defense. I told you to embroider a sachet yourself as an apology. Why the delay?
You're joking, Your Grace. Your Grace and I are just strangers meeting by chance.
Just strangers. Mrs. Sterling's collusion, secret letters from the northern marches, Victor's loyal guards, fleeing to the northern marches. These things, Miss Vance, do you think you can hide them from me?
You already knew, Your Grace.
I served at the northern marches for 3 years. The Lord of the North's ambition has been crystal clear for a long time. Duke Reginald's collusion, I caught on early. I just didn't expect Victor's remnants to be stupid enough to walk right into a trap. I stayed in the capital first, to quell the rebellion, second, for you, Clara. Storms brewing in the northern marches. There are undercurrents in the court. The Crown Prince relies on you. Your family needs you. And I can keep you safe. This jade pendant, take it. It'll keep you safe. My intentions. Do you understand?
The Duke of the North's intentions. The undercurrents in the court. The obstacles in the northern marches. I just got out of the Sterling family's mess. And now I'm stepping into a bigger game. If the northern marches fall into chaos, the people will suffer. Your Grace is the pillar of the northern frontier. I only wish that Your Grace would put the lives of the border people first.
All right. I'll wait for you. When the storm passes in the north or when another storm brews, I'll come for you.
The wind's risen. The second act's game is about to start.